Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Tremelo Nights. And this is such a sweet episode because I've actually got something to talk about that happened in my real life. And I got in a little fender bender. I don't know if you can say that anymore. I got in a car crash. Don't worry, I'm all right. Don't be worried about me, babe. It was a slight little knock, and it wasn't my fault. Some junior doctor pulled out on me, and you kind of think you're going to brake and stop, but you don't. And I kind of swerved out the way, but I couldn't because there was another car there. I think I'm kind of built for being in situations where it's not my fault and I need to give people the benefit of the doubt, because I do a great job at that. You know, I got out of the car and I was like, I'm fine, man. And he straight away admitted it was his fault, but I could see another scenario where it wasn't me in the car. It was some maniac, and they completely lose their temper and murder this kid, you know, in cold blood on the side of the road. But that's not me. He admitted it was his fault, and that was kind of it. And I was so like, whoa, what do I do? You know, so I started like secretly recording on my phone and trying to get him to say it was his fault on camera. No, I never told him that I was recording, but yeah, I got out of the car and he was like, oh, that's my fault, mate. I'm so sorry. And I was like, shit, I better get that on video. So I started recording and like secretly. I was like, yeah, mate, so whose fault is it? Whose fault is it, yeah? What an idiot. But then I got a call from his insurance company saying, we are so sorry, it is all our fault. And I had a choice, man. Maybe I could have put in a nice little claim on the old neck. Oh, I can't move. I can't work. I can't eat. But that's lame. I've got bigger plans, okay? I'm going to screw the whole financial system in a much more serious way, okay? Inshallah. So my car's booked in to get it all fixed up because it's pretty smashed up at the minute, and I feel like a knobhead driving around. I feel like people are looking at me thinking, oh, this guy can't drive. But it wasn't my fault. It could have been a lot worse, I think, if I wasn't such a sharp pencil. Maybe people could have died, okay? But because I was at the helm, it was all right. It was everything that was going to be okay. I couldn't imagine the amount of stress, though, if this loosey-goosey man decided to say it wasn't his fault and I had to go through a very litigious, stressful process of finding where this guy lives and cracking him over the head with a cricket bat. But it didn't have to come to that, thank God. But I did go to Hobbycraft today to get a little bit more white paint. And someone tell me, right, okay, at Hobbycraft, the CEO, right, Mr. Kraft, why the fuck you think it is okay to sell paint in two sizes, right? Too small, all right, let's paint one picture. Or let's paint a fucking 10-foot wall size. Who the fuck wants paint this big? Hobbycraft's a bit of a funny one as well. It's mostly only ever women in there. And the men that are in there are, they look like they don't have homes. They look like they live in the woods, people. Okay? And the women, they don't look much better. They look, some of these bitches look like they operate a cauldron for most of the day and fly around on brooms with black cats. But you can do a lot of things in Hobbycraft. It's a really cool place. And I don't really dress or look like I think a lot of the people who go there or people expect. Especially when I got my England top on. I think that people think that I've come in there to pick on everyone that walks around. Well, I'm a fellow crafty. Don't get me mistaken for the humdrum. I think the only thing that they're lacking actually are body parts in there. You can pretty much build anything you want, but there is a lot of cool stuff. You know, there's a section for the coronation as well, because we're getting a new king, baby. Exciting stuff, and it's a strange thing because everybody grew up with the Queen. I don't know, it's like your mum got killed in a car crash and your dad is remarried within 6 months, and now your stepbrother's a paedophile and your stepsister drinks blood. Kind of feels like that, you know. It's like, Dad, geez, can we not at least wait a year until I get a new mom or a new dad? Yeah, I'm not too hyped up about Mr. Charlie Charlesworth. He looks funny,